Hello, Nick here from Team Hutchinson Ford. In front of me today we have a 2017 Ford Ranger Wildtrak. This is our Sport X model with a lift kit that's been added just because we thought it wasn't aggressive looking enough. So here you have it, the Sport X. This package that we've created features the matte black flares, a different type of alloy, which here we've gone with the 20-inch Torment alloys with Achilles Desert Hawk mud terrain tyres, and then you can see part of the lift kit in there. Blackout headlight surrounds and tail light surrounds, as well as tinted windows. But let's take our walk around this vehicle. We've got front parking sensors, rear parking sensors, which I'll get to in a second. We've got the side running boards there. Wildtrak trim throughout, so the grille and everything in their standard Wildtrak colour there. Roof rails on the roof. We've got the roller lid on the back, of course. On the inside, Wildtrak being top spec means we get all the nice soft touch materials throughout the dash. Partial leather seats with Wildtrak embossed into the two front. The orange stitching continuing its whole way around the interior as well. Carpet mats come standard in the Wildtrak, and we've got scuff plates as well. Taking a little look in the rear of the vehicle. Mats in here as well, ISOFIX anchor points. And then also at the base of the centre console we've got a 230 volt and 12 volt outlets there. So making our way around to the far end of the vehicle. So there are these tail light surrounds, reversing sensors, reversing camera, tow bar from factory as well, rated to 3.5 tonne. I'll pop the tailgate down, deck liner all from factory, and of course the mountain top. Roller lid, a little bit hard to use with one hand, but you have it all lockable as well. But let's jump on into the driver's seat and start the vehicle quickly. Automatic lights. Automatic lights. We've got a cargo light in the cargo area that we can turn on and on, so if we're working at night or trying to find something in the dark, that makes it very nice and handy there. Excuse me while I step up into this vehicle. Brand new, kilometres at 48. Let's get that turned down. So we'll start off with what we've got, the indicator stick. We've got a lane departure aid and warning. So you'll see on the dash there, the screen is turning on and off with that option just there. We've also got our rev counter on that right hand side and our fuel gauge. We can change this to pretty much whatever we want to look at. Or we can go out, so that's in our display mode. We've got our trip computer also, we can have a look through there. Fuel economy, see how we're doing in terms of economy. Change some settings in the driver assist, for example the lane keeping aid, and also settings as well if you want to change anything there. That's controlled on the steering wheel with these controls here. The other side, of course, these controls do that. This is an extension of the Sync 3 screen, so we've got the phone, navigation and entertainment. So when we go on the phone, we can ring people back. When we're on navigation, it will display if we've got somewhere set in the GPS, it will display our next direction to go to. Otherwise, a compass when it's not. And then finally, entertainment, is we can just see what we're listening to and change it from there. Also got audio, voice activation, Bluetooth, and audio controls there. Adaptive cruise controls on the other side. So the cool thing about adaptive cruise control is you set the speed of the vehicle. Max speed, as well as the distance you want to remain from the vehicle in front. So you set, for example, 2 car lengths. This vehicle will slow down and speed up to maintain that 2 car lengths of distance between the two vehicles. So if you've got it set to 105 kilometers an hour and a vehicle comes out in front of you, this vehicle will slow down to maintain 2 car lengths in between you, and then if that vehicle pulls off and turns off away, this vehicle will speed back to up to 105 kilometers. Sync 3, we've got this large 8-inch touchscreen. This is a great system. It's very fluid, very quick, very reactive. Works just like a smartphone in terms of pinching and zooming and swiping. So in settings, for example, you swipe along. Works great with your phone as well. Very compatible. It also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you have a Samsung or iPhone device that's compatible with that, it pretty much turns your screen into more like an Android or an Apple product. So if you do like the way that runs, that's a big advantage there. So we can control all our main sections down here. We've got audio, of course, with the ability to listen to our Bluetooth, everything like that. Climate, dual zone, of course, with seat heaters on either side. Phone, as I talked to you before, and sat nav as well. So they're the seat heaters and the air conditioning. Otherwise, we've got two 12 volts on either side and two USBs down the bottom. Some other buttons we have on here is the front parking sensors. We can turn them off because sometimes they do pick up traffic when we're crawling along. Traction control, factory rear diff lock, and hill descent control. 6-speed automatic transmission. Of course, this vehicle is running the 3.2 litre common rail turbo diesel up front, which is producing 147 kilowatts of power and 470 newton meters of torque. I'll just pop into reverse for you, show you the reversing camera with the guidelines that do turn. And of course, we do have the sequential select shift mode if we want to drive the car more like a manual. And then finally, shift on the fly 4-wheel drive, 2 high to 4 high. We can change up to speeds of 80 kilometers an hour, and we've got our low ratio box there as well. So if this vehicle is of any interest to you, please don't hesitate to give us a call on 0800 by Ford if you'd like to come and view this vehicle in person. Team Hutchinson Ford, we're located at 186 Churm Street in the central city of Christchurch.